and then get into this. So the good news is, guys, I am not going to talk for like an hour, hour and a half, because no one wants that, right? So hopefully, I reckon about half an hour, 40 minutes of me talking and hopefully giving you a load of cool information, but we will find out, right? So I'm just sharing my screen here. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. If you can't, put in the comments, but hopefully you can. But we are going to crack on. So, guys, welcome along. Welcome to this short online workshop, webinar, seminar, should I say, whatever you want to call it. But it is all about how to reignite your motivation and how to survive the summer. Okay, like I say, guys, I will not talk for too long because no one wants that. And look out for the cheesy photos and the green writing. Green because it's all black and white and I decided to change the colours, but just to kind of make it a little bit less boring. So I want to kick off just with a cool quote. This is a Tony Robbins quote, right? And he always talks about where attention goes, energy flows and results show. So basically what I mean by that is if you give me your attention tonight, and you're not kind of on your phone and you're concentrating, then obviously you're going to direct energy to me, and then that's going to come back at yourself in terms of results. So hopefully you can get something out of this and then obviously continue to get results, because that is what it's all about. So my goal is that you go away from today, from this half an hour, 40 minutes, and you have usable tools to plug in to your lifestyle that you can literally use from today. So why are we doing this? Why the hell are we doing this, right? Well, basically, back in the day before COVID, we used to have a few workshops, seminars, and live events, again, going through a load of different subjects, like nutrition, flexibility, core work, mindset, more like kind of what we're talking about today. But we kind of obviously stopped doing it with COVID, etc. We want to bring that back. We want to give you more for your membership. As you know, we're not just a gym, right? We're not just a gym where people come along and they train. You get obviously training with us, but you get nutrition and obviously you get accountability. We want you to get more, right? So we're aiming to give you guys more back. We want you to basically have something every month where you can learn from it and obviously take away, and then hopefully from there, obviously keep getting results. So I'm going to change my screen so I can actually see myself. There we go. So that's what we're doing. So the goal is for every single month to have something in the calendar that's going to help you. Now, it may be live events online like this. It may be hosted in the studio, could be on call, nutrition, could be anything, right? Things that hopefully you guys get a lot out of. So a question to you, right? Here's the first cheesy photo of me, and here's all about the green text is, why are you here, right? Why are you here? Why are you joining me on a Thursday night when you could be down the pub, right? Because I want you to ask yourself a question. Why are you here? What do you want to get out of this? Hopefully you can walk away and, like I say, you can have some tools that you can use and you can implement it to your lifestyle and get results. So think about it just for a second, what you want to achieve, why you are here, and what your goals are, like now, next week, next month, and like next year, what you really want to achieve. So just to briefly go over what we're going to cover, obviously, we are going to talk about how to reignite your motivation and how to survive the summer with cocktails, right? Obviously, I'm going to talk about them two subjects, but I kind of see them subjects as intrinsically linked. What I mean by that is, if you reignite your motivation, you become more motivated, or even more motivated. If you're already buzzing about your training, think about taking it up a level, right? If you're not buzzing, if you feel like you've lost a bit of motivation, hopefully this is going to reignite your motivation. But reignite your motivation to get through the summer. And to get through the summer and not put on weight, right? And I'm going to talk about the summer in a minute and why it's hard for a lot of people. But then if you get through the summer, you get to September and you've either lost weight, got fitter, leaner, stronger, or you've at least maintained, then it comes to September and things are kind of reset back to normal. And then you're like, okay, and then you're remotivated again. Then your motivation goes up and you can keep hitting your goals. And that's kind of what it's all about, right? So now I say them two things are intrinsically linked. But before we start, another cheesy photo coming up, right? There's only one person in the world that can make a change to your life, right? There's only one person in the world that can make a change to your life. Who do you think that is? Me? Is it me right now? Maybe. Or is it you, right? Cheesy photo. It's you, right? You can make the change. Whatever you want to achieve. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, I want to run a marathon. You might be sitting there thinking, I want to lose 2 stone. You might be sitting there thinking whatever, right? Whatever your goals are. And we can give you the tools, we can give you the nutrition plan, we can give you the advice, we give you the training, but you've got to do it, right? So that's the thing, you've got to do it. You're the person that can make a change. And that is what it's all about. So let's dig into this a little bit deeper, right? So we're smashing through it already. We're going at a fast pace. And obviously, if you have any questions, obviously give me a shout at the end, or also going through, you can put them in the text box and or Facebook. But let's talk about motivation. What is motivation and why do people lack in it? Well, common motivational problems, right? And this is what we see day in, day out at Club 100, and specifically in the summer, is, right, people get super motivated. They're like, right, I've got a goal. I know exactly what I want to do, but then life gets in the way, right? And how often does that happen, right? You're like, right, I want to lose 10 pounds. And you start really well. Your first 5 days, your first week, your first month goes really well. But then life gets in the way. And obviously you slip back to old ways and then you lose your motivation. Happens so often, right? How often have people hit, or maybe you have hit a weight loss or fitness plateau? You've lost weight, you lost weight, you lost weight, you've got fitter, and then you feel like you've hit a plateau. That can cause you to lose motivation. A lot of people struggle to set goals in the first place, right? I hear this all the time. People come on board and we're like, okay, what do you want to achieve? What's your number one goal? I just kind of want to lose a bit of weight. I don't really know, I just want to get a bit fitter, right? People struggle to set goals. And you struggle to set goals, not tangible, so therefore you're not going to hit them. Because just to lose some weight, that's not motivating for anyone, right? And then some people hit their goal, but then they lose motivation. They might want to run a marathon. They might want to get into a new dress size. They might want to lose 10 pounds. And then they might be losing motivation once they hit their goal. Guys, make sure you're on mute if you can. So obviously when you join the room, make sure you're on mute so I can't hear you and no one else can hear you as well. And then lastly, a lot of people, we hear this all the time, right? A lot of people try to go it alone. A lot of people go to the gym, have a gym membership, try to go it alone, and only get so far, right? And you can only get so far on your own. Always give this example, right? Usain Bolt, the fastest man that's ever lived, he had a bunch of coaches, right? And if he needed coaches, if he needed people to keep himself accountable, then I definitely need a coach. You definitely need a coach. Everyone needs a coach. Everyone needs someone there to give them support, to keep them accountable, to make sure they stay motivated. And they're just the top 5 things we see in here every single day. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, yeah, all 5, every single 5 of them I've suffering from now. You may be sitting there thinking 1 or 2, maybe. But if you are, then it's good. You're in the right place. Hopefully we can break through that and give us some tools and things to do to help you get re-motivated. So let's talk about the summer, right? So what, we're at the end of July, we're almost in August. So during the summer, right, there's a lot of things that happen. The summer's a cool time. Summer's my favorite time of the year. But the summer months can be really hard for a lot of people because a lot of people that have kids, the kids are off school, right? When the kids are off school, you have less time because you're spending more time with the kids. So you have less time to train, less time to prep your meals, less time maybe to spend time on your own because you're spending time with the kids. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously that's awesome. That's what it's all about. But again, that doesn't help people achieve their goals. People might be going, right, okay, I joined Club 100 because I want to lose 3 stone, right? There might be 2 stone along the way, but actually in the summer months, it's really hard to keep that momentum up. Holidays, right? Everyone needs a holiday. What happens on a holiday? Bit of this, eat what you want, right? I've got clients regularly come back from holidays 10 pounds heavier, right? In 2 weeks. We've all done it. But the thing is, right? Holidays are cool. You deserve a holiday, but holidays are generally in the summer months and they can be things that are in the way of having or helping us hit our long-term goals. Barbecues, parties, socializing, the same as holidays, right? So more barbecues, parties are socializing in the summer, which equals more eating bad, more time when you're not training, more time when you're drinking, maybe a bit more than usual. Obviously, it equals people putting on weight or at least not hitting their goals. What else? People wear less clothes in the summer, right? Now, if you're someone that maybe isn't confident in your own skin or not confident in terms of where you are, the summer months might be really hard for you because you might be thinking, oh, I've got to go on holiday, got to wear a bikini, got to wear swimming shorts. I've got to basically get my arms out. I've got to wear less clothes. And you don't feel confident. And that can be really hard for a lot of people. And it ends up going the other way, then become less motivated. And then what happens? A lot of time, people then don't train because if they don't feel motivated, they put on more weight. They eat bad food, they put on more weight. And suddenly you get to September again, 10 pounds heavier. And again, there's a common time to put on weight. Summertime is really, really a hard time for a lot of people for all the things I discussed here. But because of all this, right, all of these things, sometimes it's actually better just to get through the summer, or as I said at the title here, the top of this webinar today, sometimes it's better to actually just put a goal in terms of surviving the summer. Just get through it, right? Don't put too much pressure on. Don't be like, I need to lose X, Y, Z weight. Because if you don't, if you find it hard for all the reasons I've just been through, then obviously that's going to stop you getting your long-term goal, because you're going to lose motivation. Hopefully, again, you're looking at it, you're thinking, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them things, that's me, that's where I'm at, right? And again, if you are, then obviously this is going to help you. If you're not, this is still going to help you, because I'm going to give you tools that you can implement anyway. Hopefully, guys, hopefully you're still with me. Hopefully this is all making sense so far. So what can you do to reignite your motivation and to survive the summer? This is what it's all about, right? These are the tools now. So I'm going to give you a lot of information here. Now, how much you take away from it is totally up to you. You can screenshot them, you can make notes, you can go back and watch this video. Obviously, it's streaming live into the Facebook group. It's going to be in the Facebook group. It's going to stay in there. Also, as well, I'm recording it. So basically, I will then put out the recorded version as well, so you can go back over that. But take away from this as much as you want. Basically, there's 3 or 4 points in each of these different sections. And basically, I've set it out into 4 different categories, okay? Guys, this is literally not rocket science, right? A lot of these you may already know, but it's always good to kind of have a refresher. So again, take away what you need. So make as many notes as you need to if you want to. Number 1 is workouts, okay? Number 1 is workouts. Now, again, it's not rocket science, right? You know, you're training with us, you know that working out is going to get you closer to your goal, whether you want to become leaner, fitter, stronger, whatever. Working out is a big part of you hitting your long-term goal. It's a big part of you staying motivated, right? Guys, make sure you're on mute if you're in or on Zoom. Make sure you're mute, please, guys, because I can hear someone's music. So, workouts, right? What can you do to help you stay motivated, reignite your motivation, and to survive the summer? Well, it's simple, right? Make at least 2 workouts per week, okay? So go to at least 2 workouts per week and make them non-negotiable, right? Put them in your diary, schedule them in. Make sure you hit your workouts, because that's so important in not only obviously burning calories during the workout, but keeping you motivated. When you're training, right, you're less likely to eat bad food. It goes hand in hand. So make it non-negotiable. Try to aim for at least 2 workouts per week. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, I just literally can't get to the gym. I can't do the workouts. Well, if you can't come to all the training sessions you normally do throughout the summer, right, it doesn't matter, because you can be in the studio with us, but also you can do home workouts. So we've got a ton of workouts on YouTube. We've got a ton of workouts in the Facebook groups, literally like hashtag training or hashtag workouts. And that will then show you loads of live recorded workouts from last year. Also in our workout library as well, there's a load of workouts, which is basically like working alongside with a coach, where it's basically with me or one of the other coaches, trying not to be out of breath when you work alongside us. But you can do them at home, right? At the 30, 40 minutes, there's no excuse. You do them anywhere. And like I said, plan your workouts as well, but plan them around your social events or your kids' events. Now, if you know you've got a barbecue Friday night, you've got a party Saturday, and you're going on holiday Sunday, right? Then you know that you have to make sure you get your 2 workouts within Monday to Thursday. Make it non-negotiable. Make sure you hit them workouts. Because like I say, when you're training, you're going to be burning calories. You're going to get you fitter, get you stronger, you're going to be moving towards your goals, and you're less likely to actually eat bad food or as much bad food. Less likely to have as much alcohol, let's say that. So moving on, we are smashing through this, right? Number 2, like I say, there are 4 categories, right? Number 1 was workouts. Number 2, daily activity levels, right? Let's move my camera up. Daily activity levels. Well, a lot of people might think that's the same thing, but the way I see it is working out is like a specific event, right? You come to one of our classes, you come to one of your PT sessions or your workouts, or you're doing it on your own, and it's like 9 till 10, right? It's like 12 till 1. That's your workout time. You do a specific training session. Whereas your daily activity levels, right? This is what you do around the rest of the time. This is how active you are around the rest of the day. And this is so important. A lot of these things, daily activity levels are a big thing, because a lot of people neglect these. In the summer months, when you're busy, when you're doing stuff, people actually are less active a lot of the time. So I'm going to give you some things here which are going to keep your activity levels up. By the way, this is a screenshot of my phone. So most people these days have like Apple Watch or whatever, and a smartphone which track your steps, track your calories, track your movements, right? So use that. And I'm going to talk a bit more about that in a second, okay? So Number one, daily activity levels. What can you do? What can you do to keep your motivation up, to reignite your motivation, and to make sure you survive the summer? Well, as it says there, right? Be more active. Go for walks, bike rides, etc. Again, guys, it's not rocket science, right? You know this. A lot of people know this, but sometimes just hearing it, making like me telling you to do it, making yourself do it, setting a specific goal really helps, right? So the more active you are, the more calories you're going to burn throughout the day, the more healthy you're going to be, the more fitter you're going to be. Go for walks, integrate into your daily routine, go for bike rides, etc. Just being more active. And along them lines, guys, set a daily step goal. Again, everyone's got smartphones, right? Everyone's got smartwatches. A lot of people got smartwatches or Fitbits. So within that, that can track your steps, right? And as I said there, aim for at least 2,000 more steps than your daily average. So go back through what your daily average was last week, like over a week, and then say, for example, it's 10,000 steps every single day. We'll add 2,000 to it, right? Do 12,000 steps every single day. Make that a goal. Again, 2,000 extra steps. It's not going to take you hours, but it's going to help you reignite your motivation. It's going to help you burn calories. It's going to help you get through the summer. It's going to, at the very least, help you maintain where you are now. And again, guys, if you've got kids, involve your kids, right? Most kids want to be active, right? So involve them in being active. Make it part of the daily routine. Be like, right, after dinner every single day, we're going for a walk. We're taking the dog out. We're going for a bike ride at the weekend. Involve the kids. Be as active as you can with the kids. Obviously, again, if you've got kids, borrow some if you need to, right? Simple. Again, guys, so simple, but hopefully you're getting something out of this. So you've got workouts and you've got daily activity levels. Again, two different things there. Bang, here we go. So nutrition, right? Nutrition. Let's have some water. I'll come to water in a minute, actually. Most of you should recognize this screenshot here. This is obviously the front of our nutrition plan. So nutrition, you know, right? You know what I'm going to talk about nutrition. Nutrition is so important. In fact, I think it's probably more important than training, because if you think about it, right? How many times a day do you eat, right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus snacks, plus alcohol or drinking, right? If you're not on point with your nutrition, then you can't out-train a bad diet. So nutrition has to be on point as well. So tracking your alcohol and food intake, right? So I'm going to split this one in two, tracking it. And again, this is simple, but just literally write down food diary, right? Track how much you're drinking, track how much you're eating. Again, we talked about the summer being half a lot of people because of more social events. There's more chance to drink more. There's more chance to eat worse food or bad food, right? But track it, write it down. And then schedule in perfect nutrition dates. Again, to use the example I said earlier on, right? If you know Friday night you've got a barbecue and you're going to be off plan, right? You're going to have a few drinks. You're going to have maybe a bit of flexibility with nutrition. If you know Saturday you've got a party and Sunday you're going on holiday or you're doing something else, then you know you have to be bang on it Monday to Thursday. So schedule in perfect nutrition dates. Like you're absolutely perfect, right? And then you make sure that you record it, record the good, record the bad, and then you can schedule them in the good and the bad as well. And that will help you stay on point. And guys, yeah, again, you should know this, right? Everyone that's obviously part of our program should know about our nutrition plan, obviously. So follow the high protein, low or no grain, and healthy high fat principles, right? Again, this is not rocket science, but sometimes it's good just to hear this, just to be told this again, right? So to follow high protein, low grain, high healthy fat principles. Make sure that the days when you are eating perfectly, you're on plan 100%. And again, you should know this. You don't need me to talk about recipes, right? Most of you guys should know that. Drink more water, right? This is something which is so simple. Again, it's not rocket science. Drinking more water. Most people, I read a quote a couple of years ago, right? Most people in our society walk around dehydrated 95% of the time. So most people are dehydrated most of the time, which is crazy because we've got we've got easy access to water, right? Most people don't drink enough. You ask how much water you should drink. Everyone says 2 liters, right? But everyone's different. You can see the formula on the screen there, right? The formula we use is to drink 1 liter of water per 25 kilo of body weight per day. Say that again, 1 liter of water per 25 kilo body weight per day. So if you weigh 50 kilos, you should have 2 liters of water a day. 75 kilos, 3 liters of water. 100 kilos, 4 liters of water. You're probably looking at me going, oh, I can't drink that much water. But right, think of it this way, right? If you're hydrated, your body's working efficiently. If your body's working efficiently, you're going to then release body fat. You're going to burn calories. You're going to find it easier to achieve your goals just by drinking enough water. And if it's hotter like it was a few weeks ago, right, then drink more water. If you're working out, drink more water. This is like, if you take nothing away from today, right, and the easiest thing for you to do is just to drink more water, because it's simple, but most people don't do it. Guys, and again, limit processed food, right? You know, you don't need me to tell you this, but if you have more processed food, you're going to be more unhealthier, going to be unhealthier. You're going to put on more weight, or you're going to struggle to lose weight. You're going to feel rubbish, right? The more rubbish food you eat, the rubbish you're going to feel, the more worse you're going to feel, should I say. So limit the processed food. The more you limit it, the closer you are going to be to getting towards your goals, whatever your goals are. I'm going to talk about goals in a second. So again, this is all about reigniting your motivation. This is all about getting through the summer, whether that is getting through the summer leaner or getting through the summer at least where you are, right? Limit that processed food. Hopefully you're still with me. Hopefully this is all making sense. Cheesy photo, there we go. I basically couldn't think of a photo for mindset, or they're all still really boring. So I just got a photo of me pointing to my head, right? So mindset is probably, I just said nutrition is more most important, but I'd say mindset is actually another step up, more important than that, because if you think about it, if you haven't got the right mindset, then you're not going to push yourself to train or work hard when you're training. If you haven't got the right mindset, you're certainly not going to go out for walks. If you haven't got the right mindset, you're certainly not going to follow your nutrition plan. So getting the right mindset in place is so important. And obviously that's linked to motivation. It's linked to everything we're talking about today. So hear them seagulls going crazy. So mindset, right? Now, again, this is simple stuff, guys, but I'm going to give you some tools here which hopefully you can use. And I mentioned this earlier on, right? Don't put too much pressure on yourself to hit big weight loss goals. Now, everyone's different. Everyone's got different goals. You might be like, I want to lose 2 pounds. You might be like, I want to lose 2 stone. You might be like, I want to lose 10 stone. You might be like, I want to run a marathon, right? It doesn't matter what your goals are. Everyone here that's watching this, everyone that comes to Club 100, everyone that trains with us has got different goals. But I think it's so important to not put too much pressure on, because if you've got a lot of pressure on yourself to hit these goals in the summertime, which we've discussed is a hard time for a lot of people, and you don't hit them, what's going to happen? Motivation goes down, right? When your motivation goes down, you're less likely to train. You're less likely to train, you're going to eat rubbish. Eat rubbish, you're going to put on weight. Put on weight, you're going to be further away from where you need to be. So think about, and again, this is not something I can tell you, but think about what your goals are, and then think about, okay, I might have to scale it back a bit. My goal might be for the next month to get to September and just be the same weight I am, or get to September and just make sure I hit 2 workouts per week, or get to September and just still feel like I'm in good shape, whatever your individual goals are. Speaking of goals, choose a specific goal, right? And again, even if that's to maintain where you are. Now, I mentioned this at the start, right? There's nothing worse than going, oh, I just want to lose a bit of weight. I want to lose a few pounds. I just want to get fitter. Because how do you quantify that? How do you quantify fitness? How do you kind of like, I just want to lose a bit of weight? Well, if you can't quantify it, if you can't measure it, and it's not specific enough, well, then how do you know when you've hit it? How are you going to keep your motivation? How are you going to keep striving towards your long-term goals? So the more specific your goal is, the more chance you're hitting it, and the more chance you've been motivated to hit it. And again, I can't tell you what goal you should have, but make it as specific as possible. Okay? This is my best one. It's my favorite one, right? So think about who else is impacted by you hitting your goal or giving up for the summer. Now, let's split this in two, right? And it works both ways. And I'll come to that in a second. So think about who else, right? So again, you've got your goal. You might be sitting there, 2 pounds, 2 stone, 20 stone, what you want to lose, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your goal is. But think about who else is impacted by you first hitting it. And again, this might not be in the next month. This might be a long-term 2-year goal, whatever, right? But if you've got kids and if you've got a weight loss goal, think about how you're going to be, the person you're going to be, how you're going to feel when you hit that goal, how much energy you're going to have to be with your kids if you lose weight, how much happier you're going to feel in yourself if you hit your goal. And again, it might not all be about weight loss. Think about the person you're going to be, how much confidence you're going to have. Now, if you're going on a holiday, right, and you're more confident in yourself, what example is that setting for your kids? If you're happy to be in a bikini, happy to be in swimming shorts, if you're happy to, guys, take your shirt off at the beach, right? And again, this is specific to you. then what impact is that going to have on not only obviously yourself, but your kids, but also your partner? Who else is impacted by you hitting your goal? But let's flip that around, right? And it's more important to say who else is impacted by you giving up for the summer. So if you just fit right off the summer, you'll be like, I've got holidays, I can't make training, I've got barbecues, parties, etc. Everything we've been through, right? If you get to September and you're 10 pounds heavier, how are you going to feel? What impact is that going to have on your kids? How much energy are you going to have to be with your kids? How much energy are you going to have to be with your partner? How confident are you going to feel on the beach? How confident are you going to feel with your kids, with your partner, with you in your own skin if you put on 10 pounds in the next month or whatever that specific thing is? And it doesn't have to be just weight-based. It could be fitness. It could be energy levels. It could be just being happy in yourself. Who else is impacted by you hitting your goal or basically by you giving up? And again, this is so important, right? And I love that one. It's such an important one for me. And then lastly, guys, this is the last one. Choose a goal that excites you. And again, I mentioned it earlier on, right? Boring goals equal the loss of motivation. I'll come to this last bit in a second. But if you're like, I just want to lose a few pounds, is that going to get you motivated? No, right? If you just like, I just want to kind of like get a bit fitter, is that going to get you motivated? No. And you're going to lose motivation. And you're going to be in a worse position a month down the line. You're going to be in a worse position 6 months down the line. You're going to be like, oh, God, I've actually put on weight. Whatever your goals are, right? So choose a goal that is specific to you and excites you, something that you're excited about. Now, that could be, and I use the example here, that could be being a size 10 or whatever it might be, right? And then you can use this last bit I've written here to then use a reward for hitting that goal. Now, your goal might be to be a size 10. And when you get to that size 10, that's going to really motivate you. It's going to excite you. And then you're going to buy a new dress. Guys, it could be a specific waist measurement, a specific, like you want to go and fit into a slim fit suit for the first time ever. That's a goal that excites you. And again, this is specific to you guys, personal to you. I'm just giving examples here. So choose a goal that excites you. Boring goals equal loss of motivation. And then use a reward for hitting that goal. Mindset is so important. Again, hopefully you are still with me. Guys, we are smashing through this. So we're almost there. So to summarize, okay? Again, hopefully this is all making sense. I'm not talking too fast. Yes, you can reignite your motivation. Yes, you can survive the summer. You just have to follow some of the principles within them 4 categories. Now, I know I've gone through them really quick. I'm just going to give you a very quick summary here. The 4 categories are workouts, daily activity levels, nutrition, and mindset, right? So then 4 things there. Now, I've just pulled out one of these, which if you just do one of these on the 4, then you'll be in a much better position today, next week, next month, going into September, surviving the summer and reinvigorating and reigniting your motivation. So for the workouts, if you just prioritize and schedule your workouts into your diary, that'll be such an important thing that will keep you on the straight and narrow. Daily activity levels, we spoke about being active, right? Being active around your workouts, outside of your workouts. Set a step goal. 10,000 steps a day, 12,000 steps a day, whatever it is, again, specific to you. Nutrition, spoke about nutrition. Plan your nutrition around your social activities, barbecues, holidays, going away, seeing friends, whatever. If you know you're going to have a few drinks, if you know you're going to be off plan, then hit the 80-20 rule, right? 80% perfect, 100% perfect for like 4 or 5 days of the week if you know 2, 3, 4 days of the week are going to be back. So really good for half the week if you need to be, and then if you've got a bit of flexibility the rest of the time, 80-20. And then mindset, set a specific goal that excites you. And we spoke about that. And again, guys, if you just take these 4 things away from the 4 different categories there, you'll be in such a better position going forward to at the very least maintain where you are, to make sure that the summer doesn't hit you back, makes you put on weight and stops you being motivated, okay? Because obviously when you get to September, a lot of people are like, right, kids are back at school, I'm done with my holidays, I'm back on it again. But again, as I said at the start, guys, if you're 10 pounds heavier, you're going to be further back than where you were today. So use what I've taught you. Hopefully that all makes sense. And then remember, guys, we're here, right, to give you support. Again, I said at the start, right, Club 100, we're not a gym. You can't just rock up and do your own thing, right? We give you advice. We give you support. We give you all the information that hopefully you need to hit your goals. We give you the accountability. We give you all the information to step it up and achieve what you want to achieve. But use us. We're your coaches, right? Use us. If you've got questions, speak to us in directly, WhatsApp us, email us, or internally in the sessions as well, okay? Because we live on and die on your results. If you're not getting results, then we're not doing our job, right? So use us and reach out if you need us. Guys, that's it. Simple, right? And I've absolutely smashed that. 25 minutes, something like that. So if that doesn't make sense or you have questions, obviously put it in the chat right underneath on Facebook as well. Obviously, again, reach out to us. Hopefully you've got something or a lot out of that. Again, guys, remember, we're going to put on hopefully a workshop every single month. Be mindful in the Facebook group, and we'll obviously tell you what next month's is and obviously going forward. Again, they're not just all going to be online. I wanted to do tonight online so I can record it and send it out to more people. But there'll be actual face-to-face workshops as well within the studio, and can be on a range of subjects, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. And again, thank you for coming along tonight. Thank you for spending your Thursday night with me. So hopefully, we have got something in the chat, but hopefully it all made sense. It's just Chelsea saying thank you. No worries, Chelsea, thank you. And thank you for everyone for turning up. So again, guys, if you have any questions at all, give me a shout, but go and smash it. Because we believe in you, right? And we give you the tools. You just got to apply yourself. You just got to do it. Enjoy your summer, because summer's what it's all about, right? Summer's a fun time, but just make sure it doesn't hold you back. Make sure your motivation's through the roof. Make sure you absolutely smash it, and make sure you keep hitting your goals. Guys, thanks again. Any questions, give us a shout, and I will see you within your workouts. Excellent. Cheers, Kev. Kev says, cheers, Daryl. Great to refocus and guide. Lisa says, great. Thumbs up emoji. Praise you emoji. Thanks, Lisa. Great. Excellent. Guys, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to leave it on for a leave. I'll stay live for another 30 seconds. Anyone has any other questions, give me a shout. It's your chance now, actually, guys. Just checking Facebook. See if anyone has any questions at all. It's your chance to ask me questions live, right? Could be about anything we talked about. Could be about anything at all. Well, fitness, nutrition, training related, mindset related, anything at all. So I'll give you 30 seconds, guys. If not, if you haven't got any questions, I've done my job, right? And also, if you want to reach out independently, you can do that. So let's have a look. Guys, a load of people online tonight. Thank you so much for watching and being part of it. Let's have a look. Nina says, hi, Daryl. Nina says, thank you. Emily says, thank you. Nina says, should you have rest days? Great question. So, absolutely, you should have rest days, but it depends on what a rest is, right? So, I would never advise doing the same workout twice in a row, in terms of like, you know, like if you go for a long run and you do sprints, you never want to do sprints Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? You can do similar workouts which work similar muscle groups, but you never want to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it again, or not too much, because then potentially overtraining will come in. So what I'd advise is spread out your workouts. Now, obviously, this is not always something you can do, and especially if you're just pre-programming your workouts in and just getting your workouts in. But make sure that you try and split them up and you're active the rest of the day. So having a rest day doesn't mean you should just put your feet up and do nothing, right? Be active, like we talked about, but having rest days are important as well. But also, you can look at it this way, right? You can go, okay, I'm going to do a resistance session on a Monday, and that could be within a PT session, within your Evolve sessions or 30 sessions, whatever. And you could be like, right, I'm going to base my training around cardio on like a Tuesday. Wednesday could be more resistance based again. So obviously you're working 3 days in a row there, but you're doing obviously 3 different workouts, or 2 similar workouts and 1 cardio workout. And you could go, I'm going to have Thursday off, but you're active. So yes, you should have rest days, but make sure that you're still active outside of them. Hopefully that makes sense, Nina. So Pravin said, excellent, thank you. No worries, Pravin, thanks for coming along. Guys, another 30 seconds. If anyone's got any questions, give me a shout. I'm just going to check Facebook again. Nina said, should I include a soul cardio session? Now, I just kind of mentioned that a little bit. It depends what your goals are, right? If you are trying to improve your fitness and trying to train for a 10K, right, to run a 10K, obviously you have to put 10K running in, right? You can't get really good at running without doing any running. But at the same time, you still need to do strength work, still need to do core work, still need to, if weight loss is a goal as well, to make sure you're doing exercise which help you lose weight. Not everyone has to do pure cardio, and obviously different types of cardio. Steady state cardio is when basically you're just going for a run. So like 30 minutes, same pace, steady state, right? But intervals are if you go out for like 30 minutes and you like sprint and then you walk and then you sprint and you walk, which actually is better for long-term weight loss, better for burning more calories, better for energy levels. But again, it depends what your goals are. So then with your question about putting pure cardio days in, obviously it's not going to hurt and obviously it's going to break it up. And obviously if you're doing resistance either every other day as well, then it kind of makes sense. But it just depends on your specific goals and obviously what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Kevin said, if home workout, what should minimum effort resistance session be? Kev, that's really specific to you and to everyone else. So if it's someone's first month, then obviously a minimum effort would be basically just doing something, right? Or if someone's quite versed in training and they know what to do, then their minimum effort would maybe be like pushing a lot of weights, hitting a lot of muscle groups like compound squats, deadlifts, chest press, shoulder press, for example, big muscle groups, right? So everyone is different. So it's kind of very hard to answer that question, but I would say if you're talking about how high the heart rate should go or how hard you should be working, resistance training isn't cardio, but your heart rate will go up, right? It's like a secondary effect. You shouldn't be on the floor out of breath if you're looking to do like 10 to 12 reps on a shoulder press, for example, right? But at the same time, your heart rate needs to be up. You need to be thinking that you're working hard. If you're just kind of like doing 12 reps and you put the dumbbells down and, you know, you could have done 15 or 20, then the resistance needs to go up. If the goal is 12 reps and you get to 2 and you're like, you can't lift your arms, you're like, literally can't move your arms on the second rep, it's too heavy. So choose a weight which is the right weight for you. Choose the effort level which is the right weight for you in terms of what your goals are. Kevin, I kind of went around it a little bit, but hopefully that makes sense. Guys, just seeing if we've got any other questions here. Good questions, by the way. Let's have a look. So no more questions on Facebook. Guys, any more questions on Zoom? Kev put a smiley face. No worries, Kev. Excellent. Thank you. Guys, let's do another 30 seconds. Done 30 seconds, minute. Ask me anything. Training, nutrition, mindset related, right? Ask me anything if you want. Don't really care. It's your chance, right? So 30 seconds and then we will call it a day. But good questions so far, guys. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? Hopefully, high protein, low and no grain, high healthy fat, not beers, not watching me with the camera off, smashing a few beers. Okay, so Nina with the questions, love this. So Nina says, should you monitor your caffeine intake? Yes, he says, with like a massive cup of coffee, which I've done within the last half an hour. Again, everyone's different, right? Everyone can tolerate different levels of caffeine, and it totally depends on obviously your starting point. Now, what you don't want to do is obviously you don't want to overdo the caffeine, right? Caffeine's a diuretic. We talked about hydration. We talked about obviously the issues with being dehydrated and obviously stopping that, from achieving your long-term weight loss goals. But the thing is, caffeine also can be good as a healthy stimulant, right? It could be good to like get you up for a workout. It could be good to actually get you out of bed in the morning. But then if you're having caffeine with your coffee and you're having your coffee with milk or sugar, right? You're not having it black, then I'll say that's a no-no, right? But generally speaking, I would say you probably shouldn't have any more than 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. Now, green tea, if you've heard us speak about green tea before, I would always say that green tea is probably better, or definitely better, because it's the only drink which is scientifically proven to boost your metabolic rate. Okay, you've got me into the science now, Nina, right? So your metabolic rate is the rate at which you burn calories. Now, if you're burning 100 calories an hour every hour, right, that's just what you burn. And then you do something which boosts your metabolic rate, training, okay, or having a really like lean diet, then basically you're going to make sure that you're going to burn more calories. But also drinking green tea is going to help you burn more calories at rest. Now, you're not going to smash 1,000 calories an hour, but it will boost your metabolic rate. Plus, it helps you detox. And if you've done the full nutrition plan, you know about the detox. You know the benefits of the detox, okay? So to answer your question, Nina, who now says, I love green tea with thumbs up. Yes, that's what it's all about. Yes, you should monitor caffeine. It is specific to different people. And your starting point, if someone starts training with me and they have 10 cups of coffee a day, I'll never say to go cut it out, go 0. because obviously they're going to be in bits, but definitely cut it down. And if you're pushing me for a number, I'd say 2 to 3 cups of coffee or green tea per day. And then try not to have it too late as well. A lot of people struggle with caffeine and sleep. And obviously it takes time for the caffeine to leave your body. If you have caffeine too late, then obviously you're still working on that. Your body's still trying to process that. So I would say don't have any caffeine later than kind of 4 or 5 o'clock. Again, everyone's different, right? That's what I'd advise, 2 to 3 cups a day, no later than 4 or 5 o'clock, should I say. You know what, I stumbled over that because Lisa just put up and said, are you having beer in your mug? I don't know if you can see on the camera there. There you go. Black coffee, Lisa. All about the black coffee, as I just vanished on the camera. I wish it was. But no, it is black coffee. And again, I just update. I just said not 4 or 5, after 4 or 5 o'clock. But yeah, you know, I had to get up for this seminar tonight, so I was like smashing in the coffee. Guys, anyone got any other questions? Nina says, thank you. Nina, no worries at all. Omelette. Nina's having an omelette for dinner. Well done. Excellent. High protein. Eggs, if you're having it with veg. Absolutely. You've got obviously the good, healthy carbs in there, right? Veg are obviously good carbs. Make sure you cook it in coconut oil. Bang. Healthy dinner. Guys, has anyone else got any questions? 30 more seconds. Your chance. Ask me anything. And then we'll call it a day. Look at that. It's the camera, right? So basically, I've got obviously the background in the studio. I'm actually at home using the studio. But if you come too close, it then makes me invisible. Amazing technology. Coconut oil done. Well done, Nina. It's all about coconut oil. Well done. Guys, 10 more seconds and then we will call it a day. Any more questions? Guys, let's call it there. Again, thank you for spending your Thursday night with me. We have got, what's the time now? It's 18 minutes past 8. So we've probably gone on for about 40 minutes now, maybe a bit more, 45 minutes. But guys, absolutely thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. Hopefully you've got something or a lot out of tonight. So you can actually kind of go away and implement what I've taught you. Okay. So as I said, if you have any questions at all, obviously give us a shout. Give us a shout in the comments. Give us a shout as well. Going through it again. Obviously face to face. Okay, guys. Good luck. Be positive. You can do this. Again, you're members of Club 100, and we're so much more than the gym. We want you to absolutely smash it, guys. Thank you again. Have an amazing night. Just about to go. Kev said Kev's clapping. Kev, thank you for being here, guys. You're all legends. I'll see you in the studio. Face to face. I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.